Give me a countdown. I wanted a 3, 2, 1 countdown. I'm Mark, that's Andy, and we're here for Eat Street After Dark. And we got some exciting news. We have tickets to give away tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about them a little bit later. But if you've ever wanted to go to USDGC, but didn't want to pony up the dough for tickets, we may be able to help you out.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I think we need to talk about is Kristen Lott.
Oh,
What the heck?
yeah. I mean, not only nothing more this year, but already calling next year.
Next year, nothing.
Ooh, I honestly hope we haven't seen the last of
And
it.
well, that would be tragic. And I started to think, when else have we had an athlete in their prime, not only in their prime, ascending to their prime,
I would say Luke Kuechly.
but Luke, though, there were extenuating circumstances there. Basically, he couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
So, the only two that I thought of, but these guys still played, not a long career, but they definitely retired early, and that's Jim Brown, probably the best running back ever in the NFL, and Barry Sanders. They both retired while they were still kind of peaking, and maybe they're flatlining a little bit, but this is just, I mean, this is huge. Now, of course, my lovely and talented wife Sarah has already, who of course is a disc golf historian,
Yes.
as we know, never having played around in her life. She thinks that she's saying that now, but once she kind of collects herself and spends some time away from the game and gets everything straight, that she'll be back. And I'm like, well, maybe or maybe not. I know one of the problems that she had is with family. She has a daughter.
Yeah.
That it's hard to bring her over here for a year when her daughter has friends in
And
school.
then she gets in trouble when she brings her out on the course.
I
with her,
know,
so.
and just keep her away from Elaine King.
Yeah.
That is the thing there is, but yeah, that's a blow because she's so good and so talented, and I think it definitely leaves a hole, and we see that now because there really is nobody, own one worlds, and she's still playing well. She's still playing at a high level, but Holland Hanley has, you thought she was going to be, and she's kind of, I don't know where she is at. Ella Hansen, she had a great final round at Worlds, and almost had. I think at one point she was on pace to have an 1100 rated round final round at Worlds, but she's not. She's been up and down. Silva maybe.
Silva's got some potential. I'm still not giving up on Holland though. I think.
Well, you can't. Now the problem with Holland, and this was pointed out to me by our Daniel, that she's like 30, early 30s. So it's not like, there's that arc where she's going to ascend for 10, 12 years like Paul did when he started winning worlds, in his 20s, early 20s. So,
Well,
but you're right. I think she definitely is. I mean, she's world ranked number 2. So she's
counterpoint, Owen Scoggins, who is Masters qualified, is still winning worlds. I mean,
well, but I've already laid down the law, and she is not gonna. I've given her one more win, and she's not gonna win anymore. Don't embarrass me anymore, huh? Owen, appreciate it. Anyways, and it's weird that it's coming on the heels, or this tournament is coming on the heels of announcing her retirement. Who was that?
I don't know. The
What
cat's
happened
next
there? We are next to a cat motel,
Yeah.
hotel or whatever it is. It's weird because it's a cat motel and it's paid by the hour. I just never figured that out. That's not right. That shouldn't be like that. But it's funny that the Green Mountain Championship is coming on the heels of Kristen's announcement, because she won Green Mountain Championship last year. She won, but they didn't have Green Mountain Championship in 23 because they were holding Worlds in Vermont. She won Worlds. She won Worlds by I think she won it by 6 strokes, and she double bogeyed 18 on the last round.
Well, why wouldn't you?
And then in 2022, she won the Green Mountain Championship by 7 strokes. So she had dominated this over the last 3 years, and now, no Kristen. I'm a little, I mean, I'm not going to lie, she was the number one reason why I watched FPO, whenever I watched FPO, just because she was so good, and it's going to be a blow. So, but hopefully, maybe Holland gets her act together. Maybe Owen does continue playing at a high level, but we'll see. But speaking of Green Mountain Championship, we got picks.
Yeah, we do.
We need to make some picks. No picks last week because nothing major going on. Evan actually played up in Syracuse. highest rated player at the tournament, came in fourth. Yeah, little up and down for him on the weekend, but is he going to make the list for Green Mountain Championship?
We'll see.
We'll find out. Okay,
I
so
mean, he got third last year.
third last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go with let's start. Well, speaking of MPO, let's start with the MPO, and I'll let you announce who your first pick is, and it's Gannon Burr.
It is a little youngster named Gannon Burr.
Let's get it out of the way because I've also picked Gannon Burr. Again, until I'm shown otherwise,
Yeah.
there's absolutely no reason not to pick Gannon Burr.
Yeah.
My guess is if you look at what's that thing? Hold my bag, fill my bag. No, hold my bag. No, the disc golf betting thing. Is it hold my bag? I think that's right.
I think it is.
Gannon's got to be like 87% owned.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason you wouldn't want to pick him is because you want to go counter everybody else who picks him.
If you're a hipster.
And if he happens to finish ninth, then you're going to come in,
Yeah.
better because you picked somebody else. But yeah, no brainer. We're allowed to pick two people in the top 10. We're both picking Gannon Burr. So who are you taking with your second pick?
I'm sticking with Nicholas Antelov.
Going with Nicholas.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's slowing a little bit on the power rankings, but overall still a number 2 guy.
Let's see. I'm looking. I don't see his name. I have the top 15 of the last 3 years. I don't see him.
Yeah, I don't think he was in it. I think he was.
That's
He
a
had
bold
his
move.
wisdom teeth taken out.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm taking a guy who he's riding a heater. He was injured, but played well 2 weekends ago. Finished second here last year. Finished 12th at Worlds when it was held in Vermont in 2023, and he won this in 2022. I'm taking none other than Mr. Raptor Legs himself, Ricky Wysocki, as my second pick. He's ranked 4th in the world.
Yeah.
So there's my two top tens. So who's your next pick?
Oh, my next one. So I was really torn because, Evan got 3rd there last year.
And he got 29th the year before at Worlds up in Vermont.
So if you're tracking that, it'd be a wise choice. But
It would be.
at a bargain,
Oh.
there was sitting there number 6 in the power ranking, but number 13 overall. So he's on an uptick. Aaron Gossage.
Aaron, wow.
Mm-hmm.
You're going off the board. Because again, I don't think he's finished in the top 15 here the last 3 years.
It's all about momentum.
That is fascinating. Nicholas did finish 8th in 2022. I did find his name. That he was not even on my pool. I kind of build a pool and then pick from the pool. He wasn't even in my pool. He wasn't. Even, I didn't.
That's on you.
I didn't. Because I went with you. You just said a second ago that the wise move would be to take Evan Smith, and I'm taking Evan Smith.
See,
Even though he finished 4th as the highest rated player at this tournament in Syracuse. Again, I thought this over in Europe. I thought the courses in Europe were built for Evan's game. I think the course up in Jefferson, Vermont, the courses are built for Evan's game. I'm not calling a 3rd place finish, but I think top 10 is definitely in there. I think if he can get a good first round and feel good about himself going to bed, after the first round, I think on the weekend he's going to take off. So I'm taking Evan. He's currently ranked, where is he? 15th.
Yeah.
So I'm taking Evan Smith with my 3rd pick. So who's your 4th pick?
4th pick. This guy is all momentum right now. Just finished first last week in I don't know. Anyway, Silas Schultz, who's he's at 31, but power rankings wise 15, which means he's moving. And he did not let me down last.
We couldn't be proud. I mean, are we going to say that he's having his best year ever as a pro the year he's sponsored by Yeat Street Disc? No, but we're not saying it.
Yeah. I mean, it is no coincidence if it were true.
The guy can crush.
Yeah.
I mean, his bugaboo has always been putting. As a matter of fact, I think last year he was dead last in MPO and C1X putting.
That's because I wasn't
And-
in MPO.
Yeah. But he's definitely improved. And again, he's not top 10 in putting, but he's definitely not in the bottom half. So he's having a great year. That's a smart pick. You are definitely playing the Mo on him.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. My pick, and I think this is sneaky, because this guy is ranked in Statmando's official rankings at 37th.
Okay.
But I think and I forgot to look and see where he was in the power rankings to see where he is in the last 12 weeks, 15 weeks. But he's been playing well lately, and let me see. He actually has played well here. I think he's played here once last year, and he finished in a three-way tie for 10th. I'm taking Casey White. So that's going to be my fourth pick. So again, all of you hold my baggers, think about Casey White as a pick.
We do
I think
have
that's
the
a
new
smart
Casey
pick.
White disc in stock
So
here.
we do. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
So I actually have met Casey White.
Yeah.
He played the Carolina Clash one year when Evan did, and I went down and walked with Evan. He was on the same card as Evan. Didn't necessarily get off on the best foot because I decided to tell him a Hitler joke.
He was mustachioed at the time?
He was not.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
But it had to do with he wanted to go see his friend Kyle, and he said, when I get home, I want to go see Kyle. And you can see where Hitler would come up from that.
Yeah.
And let's say it didn't go over too well. So, anyways. Okay, so to review, my four are Burr, Wysocki, Evan Smith, Casey White. Yours are Burr, Nicholas, Silas, and Aaron Gossage.
Yes.
Okay, so those are the four. So, well, we'll tell you all in a little bit, but you might want to be thinking about your four. So be thinking about that.
You don't have to, yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
we'll get to why.
We'll get to
in a
why.
little bit. Okay, on the FPO side, I'll start again. Until told otherwise, I'm going with Kristen. No, just kidding.
Okay. I'd like to thank everybody for the win this year.
I cannot believe that. I mean, Kristen Lott. That's all she does is win up in Vermont. But I decided to go again. I'm jumping back on. I think her poor play in Europe is behind her. She played well 2 weekends ago. She's back in her circadian rhythms are back in order. She's eaten good American food for a couple weeks now. I think she's ready, and I think Holland Hanley is going to pull out the win this weekend at the Green Mountain Championship. So Holland Hanley is my first pick.
First pick. You missed it. Owen Scoggins is sitting right there, ready to be picked.
I can't, out of good conscience, pick her because I'd be going against my own.
And that's advantage me.
It is to your advantage that I have. You know, it's kind of like when I used to do fantasy football. I'm a Steelers fan, and just out of, well, I was going to say spite, but I would never draft a Cowboy. Never.
I would never. I wasn't even a
Never.
Steelers
I don't
fan.
care. I don't care how good Emmitt Smith was playing. Not going to draft a Cowboy, and I got to stick to my guns. If I say Owen's not going to win, now here's the thing though. Maybe I need to rethink this because she doesn't have to win. If she podiums, that's a good pick by you.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to rethink that. But I do have a second pick in the top 10, and I did not pick up. I went with, again, this person has played well. Last year, she lost in a playoff to Kristen Lott. The year before, she finished 6th at Worlds up in Vermont. The year before that, the Green Mountain Challenge. I don't have her down for that. Oh, at least not in the top 15. She may not have been torn in the U.S. That long ago. But I'm going with Silva Saarinen as my second pick. She is ranked 5th in Statmando's rankings, and I decided she's played well in this recent spurt of back over in the States. So, and again, she may be the heir apparent on the FPO side. I do think she needs to get a little more distance. Now, obviously, her game is putts. She doesn't miss any putts. She doesn't have quite the distance, and she doesn't forehand. So that might limit her in some cases. Now, the good news is there are some bombers on the FPO side. You got your Holland Hanleys, your Ella Hansen, your Paige Pierce. You can still bomb, but she throws far enough. But if Evelina plays a full schedule, she bombs. If Hannah figures out her putting, she bombs, and she could be a problem. But I think she has a good enough game to at least finish top 5, if not win it. So I'm going with Silva Saarinen as my second top 10 pick.
My second, and this is where she's going to finish, second to own Scoggins.
Oh boy, calling it.
Holland Hanley.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
So
I'm not going to completely. So
that we washed. We're awash with Holland Hanley. Okay. Mm-hmm. Again, 11 through 20 didn't really love anybody. Mm-hmm. Nobody jumped out, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to pick that person," except this one person, and it worked out for me last week because she played last week. I'm going back to the Paige Pierce well, and I'm taking Paige Pierce. She has had some success here. Let me look real quick.
She is the Canadian champion as of last week.
There
I don't
you
know
go.
if you were paying any attention.
No.
So
was Kristen playing?
No.
She finished tied for 15th here last year. I don't see her in the top 15 when Worlds was here in 23. And I don't see her in the top 15 in 2022. So, but again, I'm playing again. She seems to be bouncing back this year. Her trajectory is an upward progression. Mm-hmm. So I'm taking Paige Pierce as my 11th through 20 pick. She's actually ranked 11th.
Yeah.
So she's moving on up. So
yeah.
Paige Pierce is my third pick.
Yeah. Not a bad choice for third. And I also picked Paige Pierce.
Okay.
So
double dipping on my picks.
The Canadian championship kind of helped her out in my book.
So now
the problem is, if she goes to 10, I'm probably never going to pick her.
It's going to be hard. She needs to stay at 11. If she does move up anymore, it's going to be hard. It's the whole the Corey Ellis issue where I wanted to take him last 2 weekends ago, but he was 20th, and I couldn't grab him. Okay, for my last pick, again, I don't think this person has ever played the Green Mountain Championship. I don't know if she's ever played in Vermont. I have no idea. But again, I've picked her time and time again this year. She's played well for me. She's outperformed her sister on a couple occasions. I'm going with Alexis Mandohano once again as my fourth pick. And she's ranked 23rd on Statmando's rankings.
All right. So, let's see. I see you said 23?
23.
I'm going to go with the number 22, just because I'm a little bit better than you are.
Well, not according to last week's scores.
Jessica Weiss.
Jessica Weiss. Weiss has had a little bit of success up here. That's not a bad pick. Let me see where I wrote
She is,
down.
by the way, the main champion. She won the main championship last week.
And also, she's married.
Is she?
She and Garrett Gerthy got married a couple weeks ago.
Well, then I'm going to change my...
No, you can if you want. She finished in a tie for 14th at Worlds when it was held in 2023 up in Vermont. So she has had some success. Again, she's one of those people that every once in a while she'll pop and then she'll go, kind of like Rebecca Cox, where last year we saw Rebecca Cox a couple times and then she kind of disappeared. And so I'm not saying it's a bad pick. I'm saying it's an interesting pick, but at least we didn't duplicate. So, all right. So my FBO picks: Holland Hanley, Silva Saarinen, Paige Pierce, Alexis Mandohano. You got Own, you got Holland, you got Paige, and you got Jessica Weiss. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Now that we've given our picks, it's a chance for you guys to give your picks to win some of these bad boys right here. As you see, these are day passes to the USDGC, October 9th through the 12th. They're good for any day. So if you win, you can save it up and go on Championship Sunday. Watch them make that Sunday charge. If you can only make it out on Thursday, if you make it out on Thursday, you can go Thursday. So what we're going to do is we're going to give away 3 pairs. So you can go with a friend any day that you choose.
Or you can go 2 days back to back by yourself.
Or you can go by yourself back to back. That's certainly a thing that people do. By the way, I have been a couple times. I actually volunteered last year. That was a lot of fun. I was on hole 5. One of the best run tournaments you'll find. I mean, it's Vendor Village is great. They got a tent that you can eat under that has big screen TV, so you can still watch DGN. You can still watch even though it's going on right out there. The tent is right next to the Triple Mando, hole 7. So you got kind of it's near it. I guess it's not right beside it, but they got a food truck rodeo thing, and Andy's the foodie here, but take it from me, it's good food. We've never had bad food there, so and it's just well run. And there's a couple spots where you can sit and you can watch like 4 different holes going on. You don't have to get up and move around. We did that a little bit. We followed Evan a little bit. I followed Paul a little bit. So there's different things you can do there. So if you want to win a pair of day passes to USDGC, all you have to do is put down your MPO and FPO foursome that you think is going to, and again, here are the rules. You can only have 2 players in the Statmando official rankings, top 10. You can only have 3. Now, you don't have to have anybody in the top 10 if you don't want to.
No.
You can have them all, they can all be 14, 15, 16 if you want. Go crazy. But you can only have 3 in the top 20, and then 1 person, of course, has to be outside the top 20. So 2 in the top 10, 3 in the top 20 at most, and then the 4th one has to be 21 or higher. Put in your picks for FPO and MPO, and out of everybody who puts in picks, I will go through and I'll calculate, and it's all aggregate score. So we're going to add up all the scores of your 4 players. Whoever has the lowest picks, the 3 lowest picks on FPO or MPO. Let's see. Do we need to? How do we want to do this?
I'd say they just pick whichever one they're more confident with.
But how are we going to give 1 winner for the lowest FPO, 1 winner for the lowest MPO,
Yeah.
one for total?
Yeah, 1 for yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll do that. So do that. So and I'll calculate them, and then I'll probably have to. We're not going to have Eat Street After Dark next week. I'm going to be out of town. But we'll announce the winner somehow. We'll do it. Maybe we'll do a live before I leave town. Andy and I will get together and we'll announce who the winners are. So make sure you do that to get a pass to USDGC, a day pass or 2 day passes. And all you have to do is put your picks down in the comments, and that
Thankfully,
qualifies
you
you.
don't have to beat me.
No, you don't have to beat us.
You just have to beat everybody else.
Yeah, so we're not. It's not against us. It's out of all the people in the comments.
Yeah.
Whoever the smartest in the comment. I mean, it would be unfair
It would be.
for them to go against us.
Yes.
I mean, given that we have such in-depth knowledge,
Yes. And a time machine.
it's Well,
I mean,
chit.
I got a new watch.
You gave it away now. All right. Okay. So, any hot takes? You have any new hot takes? Any ways that you want to help? We didn't go
no.
over this in rehearsal.
No. I think. No, I don't have anything.
I don't have any more hot takes, and at the moment, I mean, I have a lot of ideas to help the PDGA out. But actually, one thing that PDGA needs to do? A lot of the rules are, I don't want to say esoteric, but they're just, you don't run into them every day. So sometimes you don't even know you're breaking a rule because you don't even know that's a rule. For instance, you and I played in a tournament once, and a guy, his disc was in a stream, and he didn't want to take casual relief, but he didn't want to get his foot wet. So he went and picked up a rock and put it down behind his disc and then stepped on that to keep his foot dry, and then he played it. And well, it turns out that's against the rules. You cannot use a prop to help you in your throw.
Sorry, Carrot Top.
So Carrot Top is ineligible for any PDGA tournament, unfortunately. And it's weird because I think that's why he was bulking up there for a while. He wanted to go pro on the disc golf tour, and they're like, no, you can't use props.
You can't use props.
So what they need to do is they need to come out with a series of videos that kind of goes over, what are the most egregious rule, or what are the rules that are most often violated? Most often that people don't even know that they're violating. Yeah. So I think that would go a long ways because again, I still get people in a tournament still saying, hey, can I do this? And I'm like, no, you can't step on your marker. You have to step behind your marker, basic stuff like that. But anyways, so no hot takes. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, get on that PGJ.
Can you eat your marker? Because there was a tournament, somebody was using a cookie.
That is Andrew Marweed.
Yeah.
Andrew
okay.
Marweed would, and you can because the rules just say it has to be. I think it's 13 centimeters or less.
Mhm.
It has to be round, and it can only be, I think, no more than 2 inches in height. I think it's 2 inches. That may be, but I know it has to be less than 13
Be a
centimeters.
thick cookie.
So, well, as long as you don't have one of those big,
Kitchen sink.
what are they called? The cookie cakes, cake cookies, or what do they call them? Where they're it's the size of, as long as it's not that cookie,
Okay.
I think you're okay. If you're
Alright.
doing the little. By the way, have you seen the Oreo Reese's combo?
No, I have not.
They are putting Oreos inside of Reese's peanut butter cups,
Okay.
and they're putting Reese's peanut butter cup stuffing in Oreos.
I'm not going to say why, but did they need to?
Are you interested?
Yes.
Okay, that's why they needed to. Is because guys like you are going to try it. Somebody actually, there was a guy on the radio was talking about how Oreo will make a deal with anybody. They'll make any flavor combination. And somebody actually went into a grocery store and counted up all the different varieties of Oreo that there were. Guess how many there were?
7.
Wow. Why are you wasting my time? Why are we even here? If you're going to waste my time, I can just give the answer and we can move on.
8?
What about our producer? You want to give a guess, knowing that 7 is way off?
12.
Wow! Both of you are wasting my time. There were 24 different varieties of Oreo in the grocery store
Wow.
that this person was at. 24!
That's a lot.
By the way, I tried the Selena Gomez ones. Not that good.
They taste like Selena Gomez?
They were supposed to be like, what's that cinnamony Mexican drink? Horchata? It was supposed to be like horchata, and I like cinnamon, so I thought I'll give it a go. Now, did I eat the whole package? Yeah, I did. Well, until my son came over and he finished it, but they weren't as good as I thought they'd be.
I could get down with some horchata.
Okay, let's go over some new releases. We got a lot of new releases here in the stove. First of all, we got 5 discs that released, but only in store today. So if you stop by the shop tomorrow, you can pick these up, but you can't buy them online until Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Online
Okay.
Friday. And this is the Tales of Terror series by MVP. Now here's the thing. Well, before Andy shows you the next one, we actually have sold out already. We pre-ordered the Proton Trails,
Yeah.
but we got more coming.
Yeah.
So they're coming. They're on the way. But all the pre-orders they're coming. But these are all available in store and will be available online.
We're the Telly Savalas of disc stores. Who loves you, baby?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
We also take Diners Club.
So nobody's going to get that
I know.
except maybe Monty Ball would get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was an insanity.
Okay, I was about to say, you want to tell them what the disc is.
Yeah.
So that is the Insanity, and that's the Proton
it's got
particle
Yes.
disc.
Let's
Then you
see.
got the Ohm, not the Own, but the Ohm. Boom.
Yeah. There
And
we
that-
go.
And that is, they actually assigned these to, this is the Eagle McMahon Ohm, and then the Insanity is,
Silva.
I forgot all these, this Silva Saarinen,
Mm-hmm.
Insanity.
Simon Lizotte throwing in the Fireball. That's the Eclipse with the flex or fleck.
Particle glow.
Particle
So
glow,
yes, so
yes.
that's the first Eclipse particle glow. Before it's
Yeah.
been proton particle glow, like the Jeremy Colling Tempo.
So that's the Fireball. And then here's the Jeremy Colling Big Germ. That's the Hex.
And we also, by the way, are getting hexes restocked as well. We've been out for a while. We're getting those restocked. And then we have the Proton Trail that's going to be coming hopefully in the next couple days. Now, if you're
It's getting dark.
it is. Matter of fact, we played yesterday.
Yeah.
And
It's getting dark.
it was getting dark. It was getting pretty close,
Yeah.
and we were just playing Cedar Hills. It's not like we were playing the Regulator or Diavolo. And so you might want to be thinking about glow rounds. And we have 3 new Opto Moonshine Glow discs.
There's the
Andy's
Saint.
got the Saint. By the way, I think I'm going to give the Saint a try. I need a stable 9-speed. And and I already have the Saint Pro, but it's only an 8-speed. But I think about giving that one a try. We also have the Opto Moonshine Fuse. If everybody can see that, I need word from my producer as to whether or not everybody can. Okay. That's in Opto Glow. Fuse, very popular disc. And then the Sapphire.
In the Easy to Throw series.
Easy to Throw, Sapphire, Opto Glow. So those are going to be available 25th, right? September 25th. So we got them in-house, but can't put them out there until the 25th. Then we have some new Tour Series discs.
There it is. FB2, Casey White.
Speaking of Casey White.
If you look really close there, you see it's Skywalker, and there's some TIE fighters. Looks like there's a Corvette. There's an X-Wing.
That could be a...
There's a Millennium Falcon.
That's an intellectual property violation if he's got TIE fighters on there.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is the Skywalker 3, the FD2 by Casey White. So that is available now. And then we have this bad boy.
That's the Casey White Skywalker S-Line Horizon.
Oh, actually, I think I said Casey White for this. No, that's Casey White. This is Gannon Burr.
Oh. Yeah, that's Gannon Burr.
That's a Gannon Burr Cryo Blade.
Cryo Blade.
Does it really say Casey White back here?
Yeah.
Wow. We can fix that. But that's the Cryo Blade. That is the MD5. Very stable mid-range, the way Gannon likes it. I don't think I need that stable of a mid-range.
No.
I'll stick with my trusty trust. So, and then this bad boy.
There's some Ricky Wysocki.
So here's the story.
Jawbreaker.
As you all know, they actually came out with a prototype Ricky Wysocki putter earlier in the summer. Turns out Ricky doesn't even put with them anymore. So he's going to the signature Jawbreaker Focus as his go-to putter. So we got those on sale here for you as well. Those are currently online and in store.
It's a pretty mix.
It does look cool. The I really liked the Tour Series disc from last year when it was that Jawbreaker Z Flex that had like that confetti look in it. It's pretty cool. I wish I liked Z Plastic because I wanted to throw some of that. But yeah, this looks cool too. The whole Jawbreaker appeal, and plus it being white because when we were kids, the Jawbreakers we had were white with a little flex in it.
You could probably lick that for a few weeks.
Well, I was going to ask you how many times have you licked it since you've been here and you saw it back there.
I haven't made any progress.
it's what do they call them? Everlasting gobstopper.
Yeah.
Jawbreaker. Okay, and I think that's it. I think we're down for the night.
Yeah.
No Eat Street after next week, but again, put down in the comments your FPO foursome, your MPO foursome. We'll calculate the scores. You could win. Best FPO score wins a couple of passes. Best MPO score wins a couple passes, and best combined score wins a couple passes. So put that down in your comments, and we'll figure out who wins.
That's all the same person.
I think in the interest of spreading the love, we'll go next person down. So we'll start FPO, and if that person is the same one who won MPO, then we'll go to second place MPO. And if those two are the person that has the combined, we'll go to the next one down. So
we'll science it.
So yeah, it's it's all about and again we have more passes to give away. I don't know if you saw, but we have more than 6 here. And so we're going to give some more away at some other point. So maybe you can win some again in the future. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, I think that's it. And with that, we will see you in 2 weeks. Not next week, 2 weeks. And until then, have a great night. Love you, mean it. See you later.
All right. So
go ahead.
Just
hit